So we all know how Tasha K likes to fight with the gay boys, and she liked to fight with the transgenders, um, and call them out. If you look on her pages, she calls out all the men that she say is gay. You gotta watch what you're saying. So she was saying that her nanny had another little friend, that the nanny took him over to the friend's house, and the little boy kissed her son on the neck. But the lady who was watching the child didn't tell her. And she said the little boy froze. You know how Tasha K freezes when her husband kissed her on the neck because she like it? Yeah.
Where my son was doing play dates with a little boy from Thailand. His daddy's Thailand, mom is Ukrainian. My nanny, she would take my son over to play with the little boy, and they met on the park. And so then we started doing home play dates and stuff like that. She said, "Hey, I don't feel comfortable taking Lamine go back over to their house. I don't want to get in trouble or nothing." So I'm like, "What the fuck? What you mean get in trouble? What the hell going on?" She was just like, "Well, I was debating on whether or not I should tell you, but I'm gonna tell you, but I hope I don't lose my job." And I was like, "What the fuck are you talking about? What happened?" So she was just like, "Well, little boy, he's 7, Lamine is 6. And, Lamine likes to wrestle a lot." And she said there was a point where the little boy had pushed Lamine on the wall and then kissed Lamine on his neck. And so at first she was just like, and then Lamine was just standing there with his arms out. She was like, he didn't know what to do. She said Lamine's not curious, but she was like, they were playing again.
So then the lady took her back again, and the little boy had on some poom poom shorts, and they were wrestling because she said Tasha K said or something like to wrestle. So hey, why not wrestle? That work. So they wrestling on the floor, and the little boy kissed him on his inner thigh. I think the little boy froze like his mama liked to freeze when daddy kisses her on her inner thighs.
So she was just like, there was an incident where they were wrestling on the floor, and then Lamine had on some shorts, and the little boy, really quickly bent over and kissed Lamine, like his shorts were kind of up a little bit, and kissed him like in his upper inner thigh. And Lamine was like looking at her like, "What?" And so she was just like,
See, we gotta watch what we say, 'cause it just might come back our way, especially if that's something you don't want. The little boy done made a train. I'm gonna show you a train that the little boy done made.
No, he put together a train track this morning before he went to school, and I'm just looking at it when he left, and I said, "This shit look like a dick." Did you see the picture? It's on Instagram. I'm sorry, y'all.
No, I'm not trying to beat up on the kids. I'm beating on mommy, and I'm beating on daddy for letting mommy do and say what she would say about other people.
and his mom was just like, "Oh, they're just playing. They're just little boys. They don't know." Like, no, but Lamine is not curious. He's not sexual. He's not affectionate. Lamine is only affectionate with me. My husband was like, "I told you something was wrong with that little boy. I told you. I don't want him around my baby." Needless to say, they ain't having no more play dates. Shek was like, he ain't got no daddy around. His daddy around there in Thailand. You know how they get down in Thailand. I don't want my son around that mother. And
Yeah, that same stuff that she talks about, the same stuff that she says bad things about. Will you love your son anyway if he turns out that way? Not that way. But you still love him. So maybe you should stop talking about and stop trying to find all the black men who you say are down low and gay, and start looking in your own household. Start looking in your own household, baby. Because a 6-year-old that can make a train track that looks like that. That little boy, you don't even know him anymore. He wasn't with you for the last 5 years. You don't know what he experienced because you were too busy yelling, screaming, and talking about everybody else's sex life. Girl, be careful what you say. And for you men who always out here calling little boys, oh, he's this, he's a little sweet, he acting like a girl. Let it go. Let it go. Carry on. Bye.